Hey guys, right here I have a 2015 Mercedes-Benz E300 BlueTEC Hybrid. The E300 BlueTEC Hybrid in Malaysia does come standard with keyless go, which is basically Mercedes' version of a smart keyless entry and start system. So apart from the smart keyless part, you also do have push button ignition. So to start the E300 BlueTEC Hybrid, make sure the key is inside the car. Put your foot on the brake and press the start button to the right of the steering wheel. An electric rack and pinion power steering system is standard on the W212E class. For the E300 BlueTEC Hybrid in Malaysia, an AMG Sports steering wheel is standard. The steering wheel is wrapped in nappa leather and it features sport grips at the 10 and 2 o'clock positions, perforated sections on the sides, and a flat bottom design. Mercedes' 7G-tronic Plus 7-speed automatic is standard on the E300 BlueTEC Hybrid. The direct select gear lever is located to the right of the steering column. While in drive, there are 3 driving modes to choose from: Economy, Sport and Manual, the latter allowing for full manual control of the gear shifts via the pedal shifters located on the back of the top 2 steering wheel spokes. The left pedal downshifts, while the right pedal upshifts. Shifting into reverse activates the E300's standard surround view camera as well as the front and rear parking sensors. The surround view camera, which appears on the infotainment display, can be configured to several different views using the command knob on the center console. For the bottom row of options, drivers can select to view only the reverse camera, adjust the brightness of the display, or exit the surround view camera menu. For the top row, drivers are able to choose to see the rear camera, the side cameras, or the front camera. The reverse camera does feature guidance lines to aid in reversing. In traditional Mercedes fashion, the parking brake is foot operated. To release the parking brake, pull the lever below the headlight switch, and to engage the parking brake, push the pedal to the left of the driver's footwell down. In terms of safety, the E300 BlueTEC Hybrid gets 8 airbags, anti-lock braking system with electronic brake force distribution and brake assist, electronic stability program, collision prevention assist, attention assist, tire pressure monitoring system, an alarm system with immobilizer, and ISOFIX child seat anchor points for the rear seats. Now, let's turn on the hazards, lights, rear fog light, take a look at the engine, and roll down the driver's side window. Courtesy of the E300 BlueTEC Hybrid's standard AMG Sports kit in Malaysia is a set of 18-inch AMG 5 twin-spoke alloy rims wrapped in Continental Conti Sport Contact 3 tyres. The tyres measure 245/40 R18 in front and 265/35 R18 out back. The front brakes are ventilated and perforated discs, while the rear brakes are solid discs. The suspension consists of multi-link setups all round. A sports suspension setup is also standard. Powering the E300 BlueTEC Hybrid is a diesel engine with an electric motor combination. The engine is the tried and tested OM651 DE22LA engine from Mercedes. Displacing 2,143 cubic centimeters, the engine has a dual overhead cams, 16 valves, twin turbodiesel inline-4 layout with common rail direct injection, variable geometry turbo, and variable valve timing. It produces 201 horsepower at 4200 rpm, and 500 Nm of torque between 1600 and 1800 rpm. For the electric motor, it produces 27 horsepower and 250 Nm of torque. Combined output is said to be 228 horsepower and 590 Nm of torque. 0 to 100 is achieved in 7.1 seconds onto a 242 km/h top speed. With a fuel tank size of 80 litres, combined fuel consumption for the E300 BlueTEC Hybrid is 4.1 litres per 100 km. Carbon dioxide emissions is 110 grams per kilometer, and the E300 BlueTEC Hybrid is rear-wheel drive. The 4th generation E-Class from Mercedes-Benz is known under the code names of W212 for the Saloon and S212 for the Estate. First introduced in 2009 with a substantial facelift in 2013, the 212 series was recently replaced by the 213 series, which debuted at the 2016 North American International Auto Show. The E300 BlueTEC Hybrid does come standard with a tri-zone automatic climate control system with all of your front controls located right here. You do have a separate set of controls for the rear, which if you want to have a look at it further, you can have a look at the video on my E200. But back to the front controls, you do have your fan speed in the middle, different fan modes right here, temperature for the driver's side, different modes, and your temperature for the front passenger. Right above, you do have your automatic mode, front defrost. Zone means if you have it turned on, each side will have their individual controls, but if you turn it off, the driver's side will control the temperature for all sides, as shown. You also do have your recirculation button right here, rest mode, air conditioning, rear defrost, and your off button. Right here, you do have the area for the cup holders. You can actually remove the separator if you want more storage. And further in, you do have more storage or an ashtray, as well as a power outlet depending on what you use it for. Right here, you do have the button to turn off the parking sensors. And right here, you do have the button to raise or lower the rear shade. The E300 BlueTEC Hybrid is equipped with the Command Online head unit as standard. This setup features a 7-inch color display, various media connectivity options, a hard disk drive-based navigation system, and 8 speakers for the sound system. Central locking, this car does have power folding side mirrors, on the steering wheel, the right spoke houses your audio controls with your volume, mute button, voice control button, as well as your on-hook off-hook button for the Bluetooth telephone system. On the left spoke, the up, down, left, right, OK and return buttons actually control the multi-information display located within the instrument cluster. As shown earlier, on the right stalk, you do have your gear lever. On the top left stalk, you do have your indicator and wiper controls. On the middle left stalk, you do have your steering wheel adjustment lever. The steering wheel in this car is fully powered, tilt and telescopic. And on the bottom left stall, you do have your cruise control and speed limiter controls. In the middle of the central aircon vents in front, you do have an analog clock. Center armrest for the front. With storage down below, you also do have your USB ports right in here. Auto dimming, rear view mirror. And you do have your interior lights right above. Your reading lights are actually located under the rear view mirror. You do have your panoramic sunroof control right here. And pull on the lever once more to close the shade. You can also open up the sunroof as a vent. Sun visor for the driver's side does get a vanity mirror and a light. And again, you do have the two-part sun visor, as seen in my car. Grip handle for the driver. Alright. So I guess that's it for the startup. We can turn it off right now. And continue with the rest of the tour. The rear seats in the W212E class are quite comfortable, and space is alright for a car in this class. You do have sunshades for the rear windows, and on the door panels you can find storage areas and speakers. Storage pockets on the front seat backs and a rear center armrest with storage and cup holders are standard, as is the grip handles with hooks on the ceiling for both sides at the back. Hooks are on the B pillars as well. The E300 BlueTEC Hybrid together with the E400 in Malaysia is unique in having the rear seat entertainment package as standard. Rear aircon vents are present in the middle and on the B pillars, with the rear climate control located below the central vents. Also below the central vents is a power outlet and more storage. There are 4 ways to open up the powered boot lid in the W212E class. The first way is via the button on the key. The second way is via the button inside the cabin. The third way is via the touchpad underneath the Mercedes-Benz badge on the boot lid itself. And the fourth and last way works in conjunction with keyless go, by having the key on yourself Walking towards the rear bumper, a simple swing of your foot under the rear bumper will also open up the boot lid. The E300 BlueTEC Hybrid's boot measures 505 litres with the rear seat backs in place. This can be expanded by folding the rear seat backs down. There are lights on either sides of the boot that illuminates the area, and also on both sides are storage pockets. There is also the useful EasyPack storage box that holds up to 10 kilograms of items and can be moved out of the way when not in use or removed totally from the boot. There are three ways to close the powered boot lid in the W212E class. The first way is via the button inside the cabin. The second way is via the button on the boot lid itself. And the third and final way works in conjunction with keyless go. By having the key on yourself, going towards the rear bumper, a simple swing of your foot under the rear bumper will also close the boot lid. Alright, so that's it for the startup and tour video of this 2015 Mercedes-Benz E300 BlueTEC Hybrid. Thanks for watching and goodbye.